Hello, Captains. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to my gaming channel, Justice Gaming. I am in Star Trek Online, and it's time to play some new missions that we haven't played yet, or I haven't played yet anyway. These came out a couple of months ago during the Klingon recruitment update, and I have not played these two new missions yet. The last mission that I played in the Klingon storyline, the last new mission that has been added anyway, as of 6 months ago, was Partisans. That was added in 2020. And since then, we have two new missions that have been added. We have Knowledge is Power and Leap of Faith. These are on the KDF playthrough, of course, under Klingon Civil War, under Ja'ula's Discovery. And yeah, as you can see, I haven't played them yet. I'm on my primary Klingon character. This is my first character I ever created in the game many years ago for the Klingon faction. But it's time to play these two new missions. So this video, I'll do Knowledge is Power. The next one, I will do Leap of Faith. This is going to be interesting. Looking forward to seeing what happens and seeing if this concludes the Ja'ula storyline. Don't know where it's headed and where it's going to go. If you missed all of my playthroughs under the Klingon Civil War, check out the videos. I have Partisans, the Kittimer Discord, and the Center Cannot Hold. All of those playthroughs are on my channel, and I will add cards so you can find those as well. Should be under the same playlist anyway. Let's get to it. Knowledge is power. The ancient monastery on Boreth holds the knowledge that Ja'ula seeks, but is she prepared to pay the price required to obtain it?
In order to restore her faith in the Empire, in being Klingon, Matriarch Ja'ula is going to the monastery on Boreth. Long ago, her brother Tukuvma was a monk, and it is on Boreth where he began his journey on the path to greatness. Ja'ula hopes to do the same, that she can follow in his footsteps and save the Empire before Jumpok destroys it.
Travel to Boreth and meet with the monks there. Looks like we have an advanced nanopulse edge batleth or disruptor dual cannons.
Something you need?
We gotta go to Boreth. This is my primary Klingon character. She is an engineer, and I will be flying the Kurok battlecruiser Tier 6. Alright, well, let's just transwarp straight to Boreth so we can get this started. Don't want to wait too long. I imagine these missions are a bit long, as they usually are. I will read through the dialogue, so we'll see what's going on. Hopefully these will be interesting, and again, I do hope that it concludes the storyline. I really have not enjoyed the Ja'ula storyline. While the missions have been constructed well and they are made good, it's a storyline that doesn't interest me, mainly because it ties in the Discovery stuff with the Kuvma and, you know, and the fact that she's a time-traveling Klingon from the past and has been able to, you know, get this much power in the Empire. It's a little strange. Well, let's see where this goes.
Your arrival is timely. Several ships from rival Klingon houses are fighting to control this system, despite its long standing as neutral ground within the Empire. I will not see this sacred place brought under the heel of any house, great or small.
How would you like to deal with this situation?
This is a petty squabble between packs of rabid targs. Nothing more. Let them growl and gnash their teeth. There are more important matters waiting to be resolved. We should ignore them and proceed to the monastery, my lady.
No, I will not abide this. I will show them the error of their ways, and give them the chance to leave this place with honor. Should they refuse, I will meet them in battle.
Approach the fighting Klingon ships. Very well. Yellow alert. Helm, take us in.
Perhaps your words will reach these curs, Ja'ula. But I'll
Yeah,
keep my
so
weapons ready.
I have to remember
As will
Ja'ula
I.
is on
This
our side.
Warthog only speaks the language of battle.
Or rather, we're on
Yes,
Ja'ula's
That
side.
is a language we all speak very well. If
Because
necessary.
Jimpok is
Klingon
weird.
vessels, this is Matriarch Ja'ula of House Mokai. You dishonor yourselves and your houses by fighting at this sacred place. In the name of Kalis, I ask you now to stand down and leave the system. Remember who you are.
So, the great Jaula comes to Boreth. I am surprised you have the nerve to show your face, woman. And you travel with Martok. He carries the sword of Kalis. A true Klingon warrior could seize the throne of the Emperor with such a weapon. No, I will not stand down. But I will give you and that old fool a warrior's death.
Bold words. If you think you can take the sword from this old fool, by all means try.
So much for diplomacy. Red alert. So pretty much as I figured, this mission, like all Cryptic's missions lately, have a lot of dialogue.
I will
Little
finish
wordy.
what Jempa
Whoa,
started.
hello. Okay, well, that's happening.
Mine, and mine alone.
As targs go, this pack is particularly...
Why are my buttons not in the right order? Sorry, guys. All my buttons are messed up currently. My hot buttons. They're all in the wrong place. That's not good. Oh, well. Yeah, all my buttons are messed up currently. So, sorry about that. And why don't... Yeah, there's things here I don't need.
I think we've shown them the error of their ways. I'm sure they'll regale their ancestors with this precious knowledge once they arrive in Stovacor. Now, let's get on with it and do what we came here to do.
Okay.
For once, I find myself in agreement with Martok, my lady. We have wasted enough time. We should go to the monastery now.
Very well. We shall proceed before we find ourselves having to deal with more dishonorable Bachtak.
We should be cautious. Jimpok may seek to curry favor with the monks as well.
Lots of dialogue.
Indeed, their words
Still
won't
going on.
wait for many throughout the Empire.
Apparently everybody has to have a say in this. Yeah, I don't know why my buttons are out of order on my hotbar, so it may take me a minute to figure out where things are when I go into battle, but I'll have to fix this before the next mission. Sorry about that, I didn't even notice.
It is time. Martok, Adetpa, I shall meet you on the surface.
Alright, let's do it.
When we reached out to the monks, their instructions were quite clear. Only Adetpa, Martok, and myself will be allowed to enter the monastery on this day.
Okay, what do you want us to do?
I would ask you to remain on overwatch here. We cannot afford to be disturbed in the monastery. Should more of these fools arrive, I'd like you to explain our need for privacy to them, with weapons, if necessary. And if it is Jempak who comes to disrupt things, feel free to begin with weapons.
Huh, okay. So, I guess we're staying in space? No? No, we're going down to the monastery. Okay. Thought they were gonna...
Seekers come to Boreth.
Thought they were gonna have us stay in space.
They find what they seek. Time will tell.
Right. I will say that this area looks really cool.
These halls. May I find a path forward here, as he once did. A path to save the Empire.
We must be cautious. If the monks are loyal to Jimpok.
They are not. We're still breathing. If these halls were the home of traitors, we'd be on our way to Stovacor by now.
Matriarch Jaula, General Martok, Captain Adetpa. Come forth. We have many things to discuss.
Okay.
Let's see what the monk has to say.
Creepy how you can talk without your mouth moving, but sure. Alright. Yeah, lots and lots of dialogue. Anyway, I like the looks of this, though. Really beautiful area. Congratulations to the artists on making this older game engine look so good. That's definitely an increasingly hard thing to do because they have to work with a very small amount of polygons and a very small texture size and fit it all in there because the game engine is just not capable of more. And they really did a good job with this looking as good as it does here.
You know our names, Timekeeper. What is yours?
I am Tenavik, son of Vok. My grandmother was of House Morkai, and my mother served your noble brother with honor, as you well know. But once, I was a son of none, like my father before me, and the child you lost.
That is a secret I buried with my child. How do you know of it?
House Morkai is not the only holder of secrets, matriarch. Now, if you are here to seek sanctuary from your enemies, I cannot grant it.
His mouth moves every few seconds. It's really weird.
That is not why I am here. I seek the wisdom of the ages, like Takuvma before me.
I have spoken to many here with fire in their eyes. The same fire I now see in yours. They enter with conviction. Always. They leave broken. Always.
Under other circumstances, we could speak of such things for days. Unlike you, time is a luxury we do not have. So I shall be blunt. Will you help us or not?
If you stand prepared to pay the cost for what you seek, I will assist you in finding it. Follow me. This way.
Okay. Not really sure where all this is headed. Might have to do some kind of trials or something. I'm not really sure.
Open these doors, that we may proceed.
I just realized I'm Jaula. I'm not myself. I just now realized this. I am Jaula. And I have her weaponry. I didn't even notice that before. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I don't have have all my stuff, but not my stuff. I just look like her. Huh. Alright. That's new.
The path forward lies beyond these doors.
Sure. Let's go.
You are unfit to carry the sword of Kalis, Martok.
Okay.
You dishonor yourself for this. You will suffer.
I don't have any special abilities. Luckily, that wasn't too difficult. Speak with Tenavik.
We have arrived. Your enemies are a bold and desperate lot to violate the sanctity of this place. Perhaps their deaths will be a warning to any other fools who would dishonor themselves so.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that there's no shortage of fools willing to fight in a burning house.
Indeed. Thus we shall remain vigilant. When you are ready, you can conduct the ritual and seek the guidance you desire, Jaula.
Alright, gotta meditate at the fire. Let's see what happens here. Okay. A vision, perhaps? No.
Where are the others, Tanavik? What is happening?
Patience, matriarch. What you seek will be revealed in time.
Oh. And, oh, it's Kalis, of course. Always Kalis.
It is not possible. And yet, you stand before me now. Kalis, the unforgettable.
And you are Jaula, matriarch of House Mokai. Long has it been since your bloodkin came to this chamber, seeking the wisdom of great rulers long dead. And now it is your turn, it seems. Speak! What would you ask of me?
The Empire is shattered, and a mad tyrant sits upon your throne. How can I repair the damage done, and restore what has been lost?
So much like your brother, he too sought unity. He thought he could find it through diplomacy at first, but in the end, well, you were there. You know of his solution, and the price he paid for it. If I am to guide you, I must know your heart. To begin, I will test you against the great evil from our distant past.
Of course, a test.
Fight with honor.
Activate the glyph of the past when you're ready to begin. So this is going to be a past, present, and future kind of thing, I guess. Okay. Well, let's see what I have to fight.
You seek wisdom? Come then. I have but one lesson to teach. It ends with your death.
I'm going to try melee.
I will send you back to Grethor in pieces!
Well, I'm not doing too good. My health is going way down fast. I think I'm going to die.
Flanking damage detected.
Molar is tough. I guess I'll just shoot him. Shooting seems to work better. All right.
Well fought. You remind me of your vessel's namesake. Take this in honor of your victory.
Ooh, I got a key to the key of the past. I don't know what that taught me, but okay.
We have one foe that challenges all Klingons from birth to death. Ourselves. Your second trial will bring that challenge to life.
Activate the
Fight
glyph of the
well.
present. That's what I thought. The gift of the the glyph of the present. So I got to fight myself now.
Long have you craved this to end yourself.
I have to fight
One
Jula.
final punishment for all your sins. Are you ready? Let us go to Grethor together. No! You speak the language of fear, of defeat. I deny you, spirit. I shall remain Klingon!
And not too hard, honestly, to take these people out. But it's not about the
battle
challenge.
hard fought against a foe most deadly. Come on. Take the key and prepare. Your
Key
final
of the
trial
present.
awaits.
And I'm guessing that's going to be the glyph of the future, isn't it?
A Klingon soul is measured upon death. If it is heavy with dishonor, the barge of the dead will deliver them unto Feklar at the gates of Grethor. However, if they have filled their heart with honor and glory, if they died a good death, then they will be welcomed in Stovokor. I would know if you are worthy to join me and our honored dead. And the one true way to know the measure of a Klingon soul is to meet them in battle. This shall be your final trial. Show me you have the heart of a warrior born.
So who am I going to fight in the future?
Show me you are worthy to walk
Oh.
the halls of Stovokor.
Kalis himself, huh?
To fight the unforgettable. There is no greater honor
he's
for
immune.
a Klingon!
He is immune. He's going to have to defeat me, I bet. How much you want to bet? Because he's immune. No, I'm getting criticals on him with my.
If you want to defeat me, fight with your blade in hand.
There it is. You got to fight him melee. You cannot fight him with your weapon. Have to melee him. I'm glad he said it in the dialogue too, because people might keep shooting him and nothing's gonna happen. He's not too difficult. It's just you gotta get up on him. Got him.
Come on! A glorious battle worthy of song, brave Ja'ula. You have shown me your heart, and it is that of a true Klingon warrior. The 3 keys are yours. Tenavik will know what to do with them. Now go! Bring glory to your house, and to the Empire! Kapla!
You honor me, Kalis. We shall meet again in Stovacor, and sing songs of glory with the honored dead. Farewell.
Well, I thought that was supposed to teach me something, like what I needed to know. I didn't learn a single thing. I just have these keys, and they're going to do something. Sure, okay. Well, let's find out, I guess.
You returned to us. Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, honestly, the honest answer to that is absolutely heck no. I did not find what I was looking for. I fought my past, present, and future, and I got 3 keys. That's not what I went in there for. Sorry. So I did not the correct answer, but it's all I can choose.
I saw Kalis. He tested me, and I was not found wanting. I was told to give these keys to you, Tenavik. Kalis said you would know their use.
I do. This is unexpected, but I shall abide. Though you have passed the trials of Kailash, your guidance here is not Kailash. There is still more for you to learn.
Would this involve a time crystal by
Oh,
chance?
it's time travel going to be
I
involved.
would know more of your meeting with the man whose blade I carry. Was it actually him? Or some sort of hallucination?
It was he. The one called the Unforgettable. I faced him in battle, and I have the bruises to prove it. There will be time to speak of Kalis later. For now, we will follow Tenavik to our next destination.
Come with me, warriors.
I swear, if I put on a time suit like Discovery and have to fly somewhere in it and time travel with it, I'm going to flip this chair through the window.
An enemy fleet has arrived. It looks like Gempox.
Signal is jammed. We can expect their troops soon. Be ready to fight.
Good. Perhaps Gempox will lead them himself, and we can put an end to all this.
These Klingons just will not learn. Klingon marksman, is that a new thing? Never seen a Klingon marksman before. What are they a marksman of?
Flanking damage detected.
They're on the second floor too, I just noticed. Wish I had a better weapon. I do not like this type of weapon in the game. I don't use it personally, this bolt thing. No, I don't use it. I don't like the way it fires. Hey, I'm about to die. Okay, let's go up to the second level.
Open these doors, that we may proceed.
What doors? I was coming up here to save everybody, but I guess I don't need to. Okay, fine. Guess we're going through those doors then. Again, this place looks really great.
For Kalis! For the Empire! Attack!
What good are doors when you have transporters?
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Do they have a new... They don't have a new transporter effect, do they? I saw some kind of blue rings around them or something. That was weird. Maybe an ability?
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
No, same transporter effect.
Personal shield losing power.
Lots of Klingon, so. I don't know whose ability that is, but somebody's got that ability, that time ability, whatever, that keeps showing up. Trait, or whatever it is. Keep activating it.
Lies beyond these doors.
More Klingons. Definitely have to throw a little bit of action in here. Keep us busy. Like I said, really cool. The lava's not so great, but hey, the rest of it's really cool.
Personal shield losing power.
I'm held.
Come
go.
this way.
More doors. Gonna fight again.
Beyond this door lies a bridge. Upon it are 3 pillars. They are unlocked with the keys you earned in the trials. As I unlock the pillars,
Challenges.
the
More challenges.
challenges.
Alright, the first challenge.
Tell me of the first challenge.
Hunted by spirits. More past stuff.
Your past.
Should you catch you, they will come forth and attack.
They will come forth and attack.
If you are hit by the past temporal anomaly, you will be attacked by enemies from your past. Oh. And the second?
Tell me of the
The present
Ah,
will
the
do
present.
what it can to chain you in place, and the weight of time will take its
If you are hit by
toll
present anomalies, you'll be rooted in place and take damage while the anomaly persists. Alright, and
Tell
third.
me of the third.
The future can be a minefield. If you run blindly into it, you may find yourself caught in its blast.
So don't just go in
Thus,
running.
You must be
Future temporal anomalies will appear all around you. If you enter any of them, they will cause massive damage and knock you down. Ooh. Okay, so basically, we need to know what to do on each one. So the
Tell
first
me of
one,
the first.
will be
just
haunted
basically
by
don't
spirits
get
from
hit.
the past. Should they catch you,
The second
me of
one
the present will do what it can to chain
will root
you
you.
in place.
And the third one, don't go running in. Okay.
It has been so.
Oh, we'll
since
see
the
what
time
happens.
of Kailash, General. It is our duty to honor the traditions of our ancestors.
We know what we need to do. Let's get to it.
Okay, so basically don't get hit by the pest. Where are the pillars? That's 1, 2, oh, there's 3. Okay. So do we stay in place or do we cross? So do I just keep walking and go to the end?
Tanavik needs help!
I
We
guess
must
not.
protect Ternavik.
Okay, so we have to protect Tanavik while he's doing this thing. Okay, I gotcha. Can't just walk forward. So there's the anomaly I'm not supposed to get hit by. I am going to completely try to avoid all the anomalies. Maybe there's an accolade if you do that or something. Can I just stay back here and shoot him? Will it come through the door? Yes, it absolutely will.
Tenavik requires protection.
Well, I'm trying.
Must keep my focus.
Okay, fine, whatever. So basically, it just follows you.
Tanavik needs help! Tanavik needs help!
Boy, let me tell you, it is hard to keep from running from it. Especially when you're having to attack these groups of Klingons.
We must protect Ternavik.
I must keep my focus.
I'm trying. Hey, I think we got the first one done. And, hey, check that out. I did it without getting touched by it, I think. Could be wrong, but I think. Okay, that one's bigger. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's a little fire thing. Okay, it's a patch of fire that just kind of burps up.
Enemy targets on sensors.
And you have to avoid... Ah, it's got an area of impact, and you just have to run away from it. That's easy enough. Easy enough, I say that. Hopefully I will not get attacked by it. Want to try not to.
In close proximity.
Like I said, I'm going to try to avoid getting hit by all 3 anomalies. Hey, I avoided the first one. So, yay for me. We'll see if we can do it on the second one. He's almost done with the progress here, so we're not too bad on this one. Yep, I'm going to avoid that too. Okay, cool. I avoided all 2. I avoided all 2. Now let's see if I can avoid the third one. Holy crap. So I don't know what kind of form. Okay. Okay. I was hit. I was hit. I was freaking hit for sure. That was like right on top of me. Holy crap. So, alright. That one just comes so suddenly. So if there's an accolade for missing all 3, I probably have missed that already. Usually they throw little things like that in.
Enemy targets on
But
sensors.
nothing I can do about it now. I tried my best. The first 2 were really easy to avoid. But that last one was definitely not. Oh crap. This last one just pops up right on top of you. There's no warning. You basically have to run back and forth a lot. Yeah, I don't think I avoided that last one, but I did the first 2. Man, that was kind of difficult though. Well, the next time I play this, I'll try again and see if I can maybe do that. Well, let's see what happens now. Time crystals, huh? Time crystals.
I see I can still rely on you to do the hard work, Matriarch. That I
How did
might
he get
reap
in here?
The benefits.
Do you want to kill him, or shall I?
I mean,
Tread
seriously.
lightly, old man. This room is filled with time crystals. The monks might be displeased if any of them came to harm.
The only thing about to come to harm is you, Tachkek.
If it's that easy, seriously, if it's that easy to come in here,
In a room full of time, yours is about to run out.
why even have those trials?
We shall see who is out of time, traitor!
Flanking damage detected.
So now I basically have to...
Personal shield losing power.
Oh boy, I have to avoid all of the things.
You will experience peace. I swear it!
Shoot.
You first. I've experienced more than my share.
Oh, I have an attack. I didn't realize. Ah, shoot, I'm dead. This is difficult. I have an attack I didn't realize I have.
A typical woman, dancing when you should be fighting.
Huh, okay,
Are
cool.
your transporters standing by, weakling?
Personal shield losing power.
Yikes. All the things are happening at once. Ah, let's get out of there.
Another time, another battle.
Ah, he ran away.
The Tachkek didn't like the way we danced.
Run while you can, Mahui!
Flanking damage detected.
Yeesh. That was pretty chaotic right there. Speak with Tenevik.
Pathetic. Pooh. The wind does not respect a fool, and neither do I.
He's a stain upon the honor of my house.
His good fortune won't last forever. When we catch him, and we win, it is he who shall experience peace.
This
Yeesh.
chamber is impressive. For a room filled with temporal weapons,
An interesting perspective. In this chamber, there is a crystal meant for Lady Jaula alone. When used, it will show her fate. Should she continue on her current path.
Gotcha.
Not all are fated for greatness, and the truth is difficult for the mind to bear. And should you take the crystal from here,
Right? So it's like the Discovery episode.
will be sealed forever.
If you use the crystal to look at your fate will be sealed forever in that fate. It's an interesting concept. Would you look? If you look into it, you're going to see what your fate is. But if you do that to see what your fate is now locked to that fate. Cannot change. That's what a time crystal does. So question for everybody in the comments, would you look at the time crystal of your fate knowing that? Would you? I don't think I would. Not if it's going to be locked in. Would be nice knowing the future. But knowing that it can be changed, but then of course not knowing how to change it and not knowing what could be changed to change what could be your future, you wouldn't know to change it, would still probably end up happening the same way. Whew, that's tricky. That's tricky. Well, let's see what happens. I guess she's going to touch it.
A warning, matriarch. The present is a veil between anticipation and horror. Lift the veil, and madness may follow.
She's gonna do it. Oh. So this is the Klingon homeworld. A big ship is coming. And it's firing on her. No, it's not firing. No, it is. Firing on the city. But she's still alive. Martok is not. City is being destroyed. She's being... All her friends are destroyed. I'm dead. Wow, my character's gone. Everyone around her. All her friends. Lots of Klingons. It's a lot of bodies. Oh, the Alachi are attacking their homeworld. That's pretty crazy. Ooh, crazy stuff is happening. Okay, and the Klingon homeworld explodes. Holy crap. Oh, she is dead. So now that fate is sealed. Now what's happening? Because she touched a different crystal. What is this? The heck is happening now? Is that a paw wraith? Yeah, what? I am confused. Okay, I have no idea what that was. So what?
Matriarch! Lady Juula, are you well?
No.
What you have seen is for you alone.
No, I will have no secrets from these two.
First I saw the end. The end of Kronos and the Empire. I then saw a matriarch of flames emerge from a pit.
Yes.
She held aloft the sword of Kalis, and all accepted her leadership. The houses of the Empire stood united once more.
She thinks that's her, doesn't she now? Of course.
Matriarch. A fitting description of you as leader of House Mokai.
Perhaps. But the sword is Martok's to wield, not mine. The fire pit seemed to be on Kronos, but I know of no such place. If it is there, it is well hidden.
Such visions can mix metaphor and reality in the minds of those who witnessed them. And yet, I believe I know what must be done.
Somebody explain it to me then.
Yes. I would like to hear an
Very
explanation
confusing.
of all that as
Very
well,
confusing.
especially as the one who currently carries the Sword of Kalis.
Your concern is understandable. I will explain once I believe it is safe to do so. Your enemies may be preparing another attack as we speak. Come. All will be revealed
Yeah, okay. I would like an explanation, please. Exit. Where do I exit? Exit the Chamber of Time. This way. Approach the Son of None.
Today, I will avenge my brothers.
What is this?
You will not leave here alive.
So many things
Your
are happening.
brothers died as traitors.
Bat
And
left.
you will join them soon
Whoa,
enough.
what is happening?
Personal shield losing
That
power.
was some power.
Flanking damage
Oh, I'm
detected.
dying. He's very powerful.
Flanking damage detected.
Well, I'm dead. Got a freaking orbital beam attacking me. What the heck was that?
Do you hear? Your brothers call to you.
Oh, roundhouse into the lava.
Join them.
Ah, that was a cool move.
Death.
I will say that. That was a very cool move. A plus.
So many sons of none have faced similar fates, used as weapons, sacrificed by the sons of houses great and small. I will mourn you, brother.
I don't know what a Sons of None are, but
We should keep
Yeah.
moving.
Sounds
Come
cool.
with me. Our destination is not far. Come with me,
sounds
warriors.
cool. It's a cool name, Sons of None. Don't know what it is. Learn the final secrets of Boreth. Yeah, what does all this mean? There's a lot of mythos, a lot of lore building going on here. Big time. Never heard so much Klingon lore. Pretty crazy deep stuff.
This place. It seems familiar to me. I think I saw it in my vision.
That is probably no coincidence, my lady. Tenavik, why have you brought us here? What is this place?
I mean, that dialogue didn't need to be said. Obviously, we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Some time ago, this chamber was used to create a clone of Kalish, the Unforgettable.
I do remember that episode. Yes, Kalis, who died in battle against an Iconian. Kalis 2, who died against an Iconian.
Why would you bring us here? Do you mean to make another clone of Kalis?
No. The clone of Kalish served the Empire well. He was the warrior we needed then. The clone we mean to bring forth is a warrior fit for today's battles.
Is that wise? Why bring a clone of another long-dead leader to life?
You know the power of legend quite well, General. The weapon you carry speaks to that.
So we're going to make another clone, huh?
Objective is noble, but the odds against you are great. With a warrior of legend at your side, your chances for victory grow considerably. Come, we have much to do, and another attack could happen soon. First, I need you to open the cloning pit. Next, open the floodgates.
Well, this is just like that fire pit we saw in the vision. Uh-huh.
Time is the fire in which we're born.
How does that make a clone? So basically, what we saw in the vision is what we're doing now. We're making a clone of a matriarch from the past that's going to unify the Klingons. Okay.
Everything is in place. We are prepared to begin the cloning process.
Then proceed. Bring your legendary warrior back to us, Tenavik. I look forward to meeting them.
Oh, hell, that's interesting, but who could it be? I don't know of any ancient Klingons other than Kalis. So this will be a new character, probably. A new Klingon I've never heard of. Yeah, so they're really bringing in some new names here. She returns to us. Whoever she is. Couldn't even begin to guess. Mother? Is it like the queen of the Klingons or something? I mean, I don't recognize her. Who's that? What? I need some explanation, please. Laurel.
I remember her.
Oh.
How proud she was to stand at my brother's side during the war with the Federation. The battles she fought to preserve his vision, no matter the cost. She was a great and powerful leader. One of the few strong enough to become Chancellor. You chose your legend well, Tenavik.
First of all, how does that bring somebody back as a clone? I mean, it would and how would it have their memory? I don't know. But second of all, I'm trying to remember who Laurel is. I mean, I'm guessing we've seen her before, and the name sounds familiar. Was she in Discovery? Was she seen before? I'm guessing so. I don't remember what she did, because I just don't remember. But I know the name sounds familiar. So I think we have seen her before. Was she like at the first battle of the Klingons and the Federation during the Klingon War with the Federation in Discovery, the first season? Is that who she is? I can't remember.
I do not understand. She does not
Her
wake.
soul is missing.
Her soul is missing. The body lives, but without the soul, it remains in a state of torpor.
How? How are we to find a missing soul?
Gonna have to go to Grethor.
There are ways this could be done, my lady. Some of the great secrets known to our house border on the supernatural. I will need to conduct some research at one of our secure facilities to learn more.
I am beginning to see why the people of Nimbus 3 called you a witch. Very well. If this can be done, let us do so, while we still can.
We shall safeguard Laurel within this chamber, while you do what must be done, Matriarch.
Guard her
Wow.
well, Tenavik. We will return as soon as we can.
Our ships are ready to beam us up at your command, my lady.
Wow. All right. Laurel is back. She needs a soul. I guess that's going to be the next mission? Or is that part of this mission? I've already done quite a lot in this mission. Okay. Wow. I have a lot to say. I'll say it at the end of the playing this mission here. And we'll go from there. As I suspected, it was a long
Kavan,
mission.
you have held the line well, I see.
Was your mission a success?
It was, in several ways, though there is more work to be done. I will debrief you once we have dealt with our enemies in battle.
So we
My
gotta
crew
fight.
tells me you fought well.
Alright.
A compliment not easily earned.
Gotta do some space battle here. Finally get back to doing some action.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Left shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
All my things are gone that I need. My powers. My engineering team isn't there. Gotta fix those buttons.
I see you managed to kill another son of Nan. No matter. There will always be more. He did what I needed of him. He stalled your advance long enough for reinforcements to arrive, and for that, I will honor him. Once I have killed you, of course. You and the rest of that pathetic rabble.
You've tried before and failed. This time won't be any different.
Indeed. And I have grown weary of his vain, empty threats. The time for battle has arrived.
We have bigger things to deal with than a car. But since he has put a fleet in our way, I will be happy to destroy it, and him, before we move on. Fight well, and with honor!
Right.
I'm surprised you aren't running in terror, matriarch.
I leave that to you, Wakar. You are far better than I.
Target's shields have failed. Left shields failing. Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shields failing. Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%. Four shields failing.
Perhaps you remember what it means to be Klingon after all!
We have never forgotten. Unlike you. Worm!
I leave you with one final gift, my lady.
He ran away.
We have a problem. Akar's final gift was a new virus, custom made for the Lucara. Critical systems are failing throughout the ship, including the antimatter containment fields.
Can you stop it?
Not in the time we have left. And, thanks to Akar, our escape pods are offline. We are unable to abandon ship.
Alright, prepare for emergency transport. Well, I beamed over the crew. Didn't I?
The Lucara warp core is critical. Get out of there!
Well, that ship's gone.
The Lucara. She carried me safely to
Klingon
this
Civil
time.
War.
Served me well in so many battles. To come so far, achieve so much, only to be taken from me by a treacherous coward. I will not forget, and I will avenge your loss, Lucara. I swear it. That craven Vec will no doubt call for aid from Jimpuck, and we have a great task to prepare for. We must leave this place, and soon.
Alright, all decks have reported in. We're standing by. Let's leave system. Well, that was a long mission. I thought it would be. And it is. And I'm assuming the next one will be too. Alright, let's turn it in first.
I believe the matriarch has a way forward, though not without cost. She is prepared to use what she has learned. But first, there is the matter of Lorel and her missing soul. One day, Ju'ula must go to Kronos and confront Jumpuck, but not today.
Go to Kronos and convince Jumpuck.
She
Well,
must go
so
next.
that'll be a
I
future
believe
mission.
That will be a strange journey indeed. I will contact you once I have completed my research. We would be honored to have you at our side for the next challenge that awaits us.
So advanced nanopulse edge batleth. Let's take one of them.
You need?
Alright, well, let's talk about this mission, shall we? Let's go back to Kronos too. Because I am definitely going to have to fix my hotbar after this video so that it will be ready for the next one, because all my buttons are gone and they're in the wrong places and weird. Don't know what happened. Anyways, I will get that fixed for the next video, but let's talk about this mission, shall we? So the very first thing I will say is I was right that it was a long mission, and I kind of expected that, and it certainly was very long, especially if you go through all the dialogue. If you let the dialogue play out and you read it all, it does take a very long time to play. That's not a problem. I don't mind long missions, but I don't like a lot of dialogue. That's just me personally. Everybody's different. A lot of people like the dialogue parts of it and think that that's really great. Let me tell you what it is about the dialogues that I don't like, because specifically it's the way they draw out the dialogue. It's the way that they draw out their wording and phrasing, and the way and how long they leave pauses between their words and sentences. They talk very slowly in the dialogue and leave pauses like that between the words they are saying. That's the kind of stuff I don't like. They draw it out too long, and they leave too many long pauses between phrases and sentences and wording, so it makes the dialogue go on for far too long than it needs to. I wish they would spit the dialogue out faster, and I wish they wouldn't pause so much, and I also wish that they wouldn't have as much. There's some dialogue that didn't need to be there, things that were repeated that didn't need to be there, like that one person telling us, saying, "Why did you bring us here to this room? We need to find out what's going on." Well, duh, we're in this room. He's going to tell us why we're here. We know that. We don't need to ask. She doesn't need to say, "Why did you bring us here? What are we going to find out?" That's the whole point. We're going to find out. We know that. We're in that room to find out. So that was like dialogue that just didn't need to be there. It's stuff like that. I think they could do more of that kind of dialogue where it flies in from the left side and they talk while you're doing things. And they need to take some of the dialogue of the menus out, having to hit the F button to continue to the next thing, or hit the menu button to click through to the next thing. Take some of that dialogue out and put more of that in the little fly out things on the side. Because if the dialogue's going while you're fighting and while you're doing stuff, you don't notice it as much. It's not as annoying. It doesn't seem like there's so much dialogue when it's flying out while you're doing things. If you're just having to sit here in front of my screen and do nothing while I'm letting their voice acting, voice it out, it just seems long and boring. So I'd like them to get it out faster, get some of that more fly-in dialogue instead of the click-through dialogue. And, that way at least you're doing something while the dialogue's going in place. that's my thoughts on that. I know talked about that a lot. That's just one thing that annoys me about missions, because after all that dialogue, it's like, all right, I'm ready to get into action now. Get me back to the action. The ground combat, the space combat, it's like, finally, we can do some stuff now. So, okay, let's push that aside. Let's talk about some of the other things that I liked and did not like. Let's see, I loved the art design on this mission. The Boreth, the monastery we were in, great. It looked absolutely great. Really good environment. Kudos to them. They did a top-notch job on that. They also did a top-notch job on creating some new kinds of puzzles that we have not had before. Some game elements that we have not had before. Some game mechanics that we have not had before. New stuff, and that's always a plus when there's new stuff like that. It means they are pushing the boundaries of the game engine and what it can do, and that is really cool. So during the challenges, we had these things that would happen to us in the past challenge. You had to avoid them or else they would do damage to you. In the present challenge, they would hold you, do a hold on you, and then in the third one, I forgot exactly what it was. It was something that was like going through a minefield. You had to be real careful. And so each one was a little different. Each anomaly was different. The first one was like a swirling tornado thing that followed you. And then the second one was like an area of effect patch that just kind of shot up underneath you, but it was random. And then another one, the third one, it just kind of came right up upon you into several tornado things. It was really hard to avoid that third one, let me tell you. So that's unique, having those different types of things happening while you have to do something. That was cool. And then the whole past, present, and future theme is played out in a lot of things. That was really, really neat theme here, past, present, and future. Great theme for the mission, especially since it deals with time crystals and has that whole time aspect to it. The past, present, and future pulling into that, absolutely great. The trials, I knew there would be trials. There's always trials, right? But they did it okay. The enemies were not hard to defeat, but I did like the change up in the third one where you had to use melee instead of just your weapons. That was a nice change. It kept it interesting, and you couldn't just do the same thing over and over again. That was a nice twist, so I enjoyed that. And then, let's see. Otherwise, it was a pretty typical mission. You have ground combat, and then you have some space combat. Not too difficult, right? I don't know or remember who the Sons of None are. They might have mentioned them in the past, or we've seen them, but I don't remember, and I don't know. But it was an interesting looking Klingon creature for sure. Very powerful, very interesting to beat. I don't know where the orbital strike came from. All of a sudden there was an orbital strike. I thought there would be some dialogue or something that would come on and say, yes, we did an orbital strike on them, but I don't know what that was from. That was weird. And then maybe I did it by accident. Maybe I have that power. I think I do have orbital strike on this character, but maybe I did that by accident. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, no, because I was playing. No, yeah, I wouldn't have had that ability because I was playing as Jaula. So yeah, I wouldn't have had that ability because I wasn't my character in this. I was Jaula, and that's another interesting twist. When we beamed down to the planet, we were not our character. We were Jaula. We were playing as her. We had her abilities, her weapons, her melee, her little attacks she had. We were her. So that was another unique twist on the mission. I didn't realize that till later in the mission. So, yeah, that's really cool. We were her. The whole aspect with the time crystals brings me right back to the Discovery episodes, Star Trek Discovery episodes, where they had to get time crystals. And same premise, you know, you touch a time crystal, you see your fate, but it's tied to that fate now or whatever. It's like that fate's always going to come true. So Jaula kind of got around that by touching two of them. She saw one fate in one and a different fate in another. So does that mean now her choice is between one of those two fates? Is that how that works? I guess that's a good loophole around the rule, is if you touch two and see two different fates, then one of those two could be true, but not the other one. Well, that's a loophole, isn't it? I guess that's how they're going to get around answering that one. But I like the concept that, you can touch a time crystal and see your fate, but then that fate is tied to you and it cannot be changed. So it brings up the question, would you touch a time crystal to find out your fate? It's a good question. It's a good question. That's a tricky one, and I don't know the answer to that. So that's a difficult one. But all around, we didn't get a ton of answers in this one as to what to do. Well, I guess we did at the end. Yeah, I guess we do now know. L'Rell is somehow going to save everybody. She's going to unify the Klingons somehow. All Klingons are going to unify behind her. So we have to go find her soul. I'm guessing that's going to be the next mission. We have to go find her soul, which could lead to something. And then eventually we have to meet up with Jimpock and take care of that. So is that going to be in the next mission? Is it all going to wrap up in that one mission? Or is it going to be another mission after that that's coming that we don't know yet? Is the next mission just getting her soul back, or is the next mission finishing up the entire storyline itself? I don't know. So they have, there's some things there. We'll have to play the next mission to find out, I guess. But it looks like the next thing we'll be doing is definitely getting her soul back, L'Rell. And I'm trying to remember who L'Rell is. Again, the name is familiar. I'm sure I've seen her. I've kind of wiped the first season of Discovery out of my brain. I only have done one watch through of it. So I probably need to watch it again to remind myself if I really cared. But to be honest with you, I don't really care. We're just going to go with it. L'Rell is a powerful Klingon that people will unify behind her, and we're going to try to get her soul back. That's what I'm going to go with. And we'll just see where the storyline goes from there. I've always heard in every Star Trek series that Kahless was like the one that would unify everyone, and now all of a sudden another Klingon will unify everyone, L'Rell. A little out of left field. Gotta say, doesn't quite feel genuine, because Kahless is supposed to be that character for the Klingons, not some other Klingon. So there you go. Of course, we know that how that worked out with the clone of Kahless. Also question how they cloned these clones out of lava. Yeah. Here's what I'll say. A lot of supernatural stuff going into the Klingons' background and lore. A lot of supernatural stuff. Not quite sure how all that works out in reality. But hey, it's a game, right? And it's not exactly all in the TV show either. All this stuff we're seeing here, it's all from the game only. So it's game canon, not TV series canon. So got to keep that in mind too. So there you go. That's my review and thoughts on this mission. But I do look forward to playing the next one to see where it all ends up or doesn't end up under the Klingon Civil War. That was Knowledge is Power, and next we'll do Leap of Faith. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like what you see in this video, if you like this playthrough, consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. It does help, especially the subscriptions and likes. Gets it noticed more. And I do appreciate that if you do that. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.